Like, if it was me, I'd be like, I hate you, boycott Broadway forever. Every time I went to like buy something in a shop, I'd like open my bag and I'd be like, oh, let me just find my wallet. There's my Tony Award.
I hope that makes the cut. That was funny.
Yeah, we'll make the cut. Hi everybody, how are you? I hope that you're very, very well. I am joined today by my good friend Olivia.
Hi.
Don't worry, she's in my bubble. Anyway, so yesterday, the Tony Award nominations were announced and people have got a lot of thoughts. It's like gonna go down in history. Already it's the Tony Awards that's gonna be, I think it's gonna be streamed.
Yeah, is the whole thing virtual?
I think so.
So there's no audience?
No, but my biggest thing is like, to be honest, I like the Tonys, but my favourite thing is watching the performances.
Yeah.
I was wondering, because you know like they record shows for archive purposes, I wondered if they would maybe pull out like a performance. Wouldn't that be cool? Because I'd like to see it on the stage in costumes and things.
I'm sure they can still do stuff.
Yeah, I hope so.
But I guess it depends on the people's contract.
And where people are, because
a
lot of people have moved out of New York. So anyway, we're going to talk about our opinions on the Tony Awards and the nominations and whatnot. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amy and I make a lot of theatre content here on YouTube. So if you like that kind of thing, then please do subscribe. Olivia also has very aesthetic videos and Instagram. Yeah, right, let's talk about the Tonys. It's the 74th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. It's the 74th Tony Awards.
Oh, hello Archie.
Hi.
This is Archie.
We've got a dog.
He's our little mascot.
What's your favourite musical?
Cats. Say what you think he looks like.
Right, I think that Archie looks like Sir Ian McKellen in the film of Cats. He's got Ian McKellen's eyes. So, I can't seem to find the date that the Tony Awards is going to be on when it is announced, but
maybe they're just holding out because of COVID.
So we don't know how it's going to be performed or whatnot. But yesterday they were announced on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
Watch.
Oh, I didn't know that we had a fake fan in the house.
What time is it on?
Like 3:30.
Oh, I was going to say I was asleep, but...
You know, that COVID life.
Yeah.
They were announced and I was thinking a little bit bland. We're going to be talking about musicals because we've not seen any of the plays. Did you see The Inheritance?
No.
The plays, we haven't seen them.
We don't know anything about them.
You know, it would be irrelevant for us to make comments on them. Whereas the musicals, even if we haven't seen them in real life, we've listened to the cast recordings, we've seen clips and things. And that's where the real juiciness was going on.
That's where the real tea lies. My tea.
Do you want to get your tea?
Yeah, it's cold now.
Okay. So I was thinking, it's a bit bland this year. Each like nomination category, it was like, for blah 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 in a musical. Tina, the Tina Turner musical. Jagged Little Pill, Moulin Rouge. Just those three. Lighting design, those three. Sound design, set design, and you're like...
It's kind of like when it was Hamilton.
You know, each year you're like, oh, you know, what's going to happen? And it was just the same for all of them. And then leading actor in a musical came up. I don't remember anything that happened after it because I was
so
like...
weird.
I already... Right? I already was like, it's absolutely amazing. Aaron Tveit deserved a Tony for Next to Normal and also for Catch Me If You Can. But here we are. It's finally going to happen today with a nomination. And then he was the only one nominated.
Yeah.
So apparently, because obviously the Broadway shutdown was in March and the cut-off was sometime in April, and things like the West Side Story revival, a couple of other shows could have potentially been eligible, but not enough Tony voters saw them before the cut-off.
So they will be eligible next year, but there's not a Tonys next year. So they have to wait 2 years.
Yes, so we'll get to this. So already eligibility was low, but the only other musical that was like mainstream would have been nominated would have been The Lightning Thief. It's not been nominated for anything, and Chris McCarroll was the only other leading male with eligibility to be nominated, and he wasn't.
That's so bad.
And like, I just think it's mean.
Yeah, because not being funny, even if you didn't like it, why have one option? And also, if I was Aaron Tveit, although it's great to win a Tony, and like obviously he's deserving and he could have been nominated before, whatever. It's not the same winning it when you're the only nominee.
Yeah, although they're saying that to win the Tony, he has to get 60% vote.
Yeah,
come on,
aren't gonna vote.
40% of people aren't gonna be like, I'm not gonna vote for Tony. What? I'm not gonna vote for Aaron Tveit because that would just be snaky to the max.
Imagine if they do it and they go, oh, and the winner for best leading male in a musical is nobody. No one won. They're not gonna do that.
But you know what? 2020 has got me, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Anything goes in 2020.
I don't know. We'll just have to
Wait and see.
It feels like a bit targeted to when there's space. The show got on Broadway. I didn't see the show. You didn't see the show. We can't comment.
But it has fans.
Exactly. I don't know how something could get to Broadway. Do you know what I mean? Well, it just feels rude. It just feels like mean, snaky. Yeah.
Snaky. I saw a thing earlier and it said, like, people were saying about The Lightning Thief, and they said like kids love it, and people had gone with their kids, and their kids really enjoyed it. It feels like the people that were on the panel are really like kind of pretentious about it, and they're like, no, it's like not highbrow enough. But that's not what it is. It's not trying to be highbrow.
Yeah.
But then equally, Moulin Rouge isn't highbrow.
No. At least give them a nomination.
Yeah, like,
do you know what I mean?
Not nominate it at all.
It's not so... like, it just feels mean and like mean-spirited.
Yeah.
And I just think after everything that's happened this year, give them a break. Give them a break.
Like,
I think the Tonys are like low-key snaky.
Yeah. To musicals like that, to that sort of like...
Yeah, for Be More Chill.
Yeah, that vibe.
They didn't nominate Be More Chill, and then they had a section of Michael in the bathroom used in the Tonys intro. It's just rude.
Yeah, it is.
Like, can you imagine being at home, having not been nominated, all of your peers are at this big event that you weren't invited to, and then they sing your song on... Oh, I'd be angry.
I would be so angry.
But I've seen Chris McCarroll tweeting and the Lightning Thief company tweeting as well, and they're saying, you know, don't be upset. We had a limited run. We ran for that amount of time. People liked it. Just celebrate that. And I think that's such like a classy way. Like if it was me, I'd be like, I hate you. Boycott Broadway forever.
No, I'm like, cut me once. I'll hate you, but I'll
still want you to be my friend because I want everyone to like me.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Libra.
We're Libras. So a lot of people have been saying that they shouldn't have done a Tony Awards this year, and my gut instinct was to agree, because it feels a bit like
half-hearted.
And also there's, during June, when Black Lives Matter was having like a real moment, and there was a lot of call-outs in the treatment of people of colour within the Broadway community, and then like nothing has really been done about that. They haven't put structures in place to ensure that those kinds of things don't happen again. So it's like the American Theatre Wing heard that and were like, let's just put on a Tonys then.
Yeah, make them forget. Yeah.
Let's just forget about it and put on the Tonys. And it just feels a bit like you could be spending your time and money putting that into place for when things reopen.
They could have done like the Oliviers did, like a celebration of the theatre that's been going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, I don't know, it just, the whole thing is just half-hearted.
It feels very weird. The thing is, like, I also see the other side of it where it's like, well, there's a potential that we then won't have a Tony Awards for 2 or potentially 3 years. And so you're like, well, you don't want Aaron Tveit, for example, who we have all been saying for like, hello, 10 years deserves a Tony nomination, and here he is gonna get it. But when it comes back, there's gonna be so many more up for eligibility.
I guess it's always hard to do, but
I see both sides of it, so I think it's difficult.
It feels like if you win this year, which obviously it is an amazing achievement regardless, but it just feels like it's gonna be the one that they were like, oh yeah, but they won that year.
Yeah.
Like they won the year where it was just like, you know.
Where there was one person nominated.
Yeah.
I mean, he was gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
He was.
But that's why it's even worse.
I know.
That's why it's worse, because now it feels like it's... He probably would have won anyway, but now because it's only him nominated, it's like, oh, well, like, you know...
It's a bit like a pity.
Yeah,
thing,
it's just like the taking part prize. You know, like at the fun fair when they're like, every game wins a prize. And it's
Don't get me wrong, though. I'd still take that Tony and run with it.
Oh, yeah, of course you would. I'd put it on my shelf, and obviously.
I'd take it everywhere with me. Yeah, like, if I won a Tony, every time I went to, like, buy something in a shop, I'd, like, open my bag and I'd be like, oh, let me just find my wallet. There's my Tony Award.
Or you'd be like, oh, your name's Tony. Oh, did you know I won one of those?
I have a Tony Award. Yeah.
You'd be insufferable.
Honestly,
we already are. Imagine if we won an award.
I know. I mean, excuse me, I did win a Theatre Community Award.
So did I. I also won a UK Blog Award.
Wow. We're award
Did it go to our heads? No, it actually didn't. Like, I'm still really insecure.
We're sorry. Libra things.
All our conversations are just like, do you think that person hates me?
Do you think this person who's ever met me hates me?
Yeah. And then tonight, Amy's gonna leave my house and I'm gonna be like, well, she hates me.
This is who we are.
I hope that makes the cut. That was funny.
Yeah, we'll make the cut. Anyway, let's get back to the Tony Awards. So other frustrations that people have had is with Jagged Little Pill's nominations.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that.
So Jagged Little Pill has got 15 nominations. Now I have a few friends who've seen the show who all hated it.
Really?
Yeah. I like the cast recording, but I've not seen it. I was supposed to see it in April, but we all know what happened. That bitch Corona. So I haven't been able to make my own decision, and you know that I don't watch bootleg, so I haven't watched the bootleg.
Yeah, same. I haven't watched it.
Have you watched the bootleg?
Have you, Olivia?
Sorry, it's really HD.
Anyway, what did you... I do not condone bootlegs on my channel.
But like Corona, I had nothing else to do.
Paint a picture!
Believe me, I did all the things. I did an aquatic mammals course. I did everything I could do. I had to just resort to the booth.
Anyway, what did you think?
I liked it. I just love Antonio.
So people,
I love him.
So people are angry because Celia Rose Gooding was nominated for supporting actress.
Okay.
And people are saying that she should have been for leading. What's your opinion on that, Blair?
I don't really know how it works.
No, but what I mean is, like, when you see the show, do you think that's a Glinda Elfie split? Or do you think that's a Jenna
I don't know. I think maybe
Dawn
fair.
split?
I think it's quite like there's a lot of like leadish roles.
So do you agree that with the people that think that Celia should have been a leading? Or do you think that Lauren should have been a supporting?
Oh, I don't know. Well, they need to both be in one. I think maybe all leading. I think they should all they should all be leading.
I wonder what will happen next year with 6.
Broadway.
Yeah. Knowing the Tonys, they'll nominate just one of them, won't they?
It's like when the Oliviers didn't nominate Hadestown. That was so bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
bad.
So another thing that people are angry about is Lauren Patton being in the female category because the role that she was playing was originally written as a non-binary character.
Oh.
Because originally that character was, as I say, non-binary, but it seems that that character is very much in the binary as a female.
I see. That's bad.
Yeah,
That's hard. That is hard.
I did some like deep diving on this. Somebody sent me a thread that's like a couple of hundred tweets and I stayed up till 3 a.m. reading them.
Of course you did.
You know.
Of course you did.
It's me. Yeah, so apparently Jo was originally a non-binary character and people were like, you should have a non-binary or trans performer playing this role because obviously there already isn't enough representation for people in the community on Broadway anyway.
Yeah.
There are like comments of her saying like, I totally agree, absolutely. And then when he went to Broadway, she was like, I'm going to be on Broadway playing Jo and Jo is a female. And like previous posts and things have been deleted and stuff, but this person on Twitter like had the receipts. And
I
so
didn't know that.
I know, it's really, I'll try and find it. Sonny sent it me. The thing is that obviously now the production as it stands, regardless of what happened before, Jo is now supposed to be a cis female. So I think that we only have the option, you know, you can't be angry at like the Tony board for putting Lauren in the female. Yeah, exactly.
Be angry at them for not having another category though.
Yeah, absolutely, because I think that this year would have been a great year to get rid of the binary and have it as leading performers.
Yeah, and also to have ensemble.
Yeah.
I just don't get, like, none of the awards. Why do they not have ensemble awards?
I know.
It honestly makes no sense. Especially Hadestown.
Yeah.
That should have got an ensemble award. Yeah, they should have changed it up this year. Because it's all so different anyway. This year could have been the year that they changed it all.
Exactly. Let me just see if we've got any other opinions because I did ask on my Instagram at Amy Lovatt with 3 T's.
3 T's. She loves Albany.
She really does.
Awards are nothing at the end of the day. Like,
exactly.
You can't be defined by what awards you win in that.
Flashback.
I also want to can log
End of flashback.
If people want you to do well, you'll do well. It's like anything. Like Les Mis, when the critics all slated Les Mis and like looking out there living its life, selling out even in a pandemic.
300 years later.
Yeah, but it is annoying. And it must feel so demoralising to feel underappreciated by your peers.
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well, like it is the people in your community and at a time when we are all kind of wanting to come together, it just feels cruel to exclude one show so glaringly. That's a great word.
That's the thing.
Somebody has said that they think it's a nice thing that they're doing it. It's like bringing something back of theatre for the year. You know, especially like obviously the West End is starting to open up a little bit more. Broadway has been postponed until June. So it is maybe like a little bit of a nice uplifting moment.
I agree, although I think they could have done it as not awards. Like we said earlier, they could have done just
like when they did
celebrating.
A Grease sing-along instead of the Tony's performance. They could have done what the Oliviers did, show previous performances. Some of the Tony Awards performances are some of the best things I've seen in my life that I rewatch time after time. They could have done that and I think it would have brought new people into older performances, showing them shows that they don't necessarily know before. Like I watched the Oliviers thing and sobbed the whole way through because I was like, oh my god, I miss theatre.
That's like the best of the best. The stuff that's been on there is the best of the best.
Exactly.
And I think that would be more of a celebration than saying here's 8 people that we've nominated.
And also here's Grease that you've all seen a million times.
Yeah. I saw a thing earlier as well that said about SpongeBob SpongeBob, and they said like SpongeBob and the Lightning Thief, it's that same sort of vibe, like, because they're too aimed at younger people. So maybe the issue here is the panel. Maybe they need to change the panel and get some young people on it. I wonder what their age range is. That would be interesting to know.
Yeah, that would be so interesting.
What the age
I want to
range
be a Tony Award panel
is. Me too.
person.
I wonder if they'll fly us out.
Fly
each
us
year.
out.
Maybe
That'd
next
be
year they'll be like,
nice.
you can come out for a week this month. A week this month.
Yeah,
See the
I'd be willing to do that for them. Tony Awards.
This is our pitch.
I know that we've just absolutely trashed you for the last 20 minutes.
But we do love you, just this year is crazy.
Exactly.
That's our pitch, so.
Yeah.
So Tony,
Please?
if you want to fly us out when theatres open, I'll make something aesthetic that I'll post on time.
I'll be grateful. Anyway, I think that's all for today, isn't it? We've had a right old chat.
so.
Let me know what your opinions are down below, because I would be interested to know if people agree with us or disagree with us.
I think the opinions seem quite universal between everyone.
It's just whether they should have done it or not.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing that people are split on.
And I think everyone's happy for everyone that's nominated.
Oh yeah.
But it's just so weirdly done. Through no fault of anyone really.
No.
But it's made the whole thing weird.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to Olivia for infrequent posts but quality posts, and subscribe to me for
Very frequent posts.
and to also make my self-esteem a little
Oh my
higher.
God, stop. Oh,
Libra
dear.
things. See you soon. I love you lots. Bye.